Well, hi everyone out there. Thank you for being here today. I'm sorry I started a couple minutes late and my wig is a little bit messed up. Welcome to Lives, right? Okay, there's my wig. Looks better. All right. So today I'm not streaming on Facebook. I had an issue with them and, not with them, but like on the program here on StreamYard. So we are live on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Instagram. And I couldn't get on LinkedIn. So whoever is joining, welcome. Um, I am going to start the Instagram live for you guys. So here we are live on Instagram. I'm so excited. So today, let me keep straightening my wig. There. Does it look good? I don't know. But anyway, I messed up on the time that I scheduled, and that's why it's not showing up on Facebook and just in LinkedIn because they're just like very complicated. Like you have to start at a certain time and whatever. So, but the other ones are really cool. So we're live. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? I'm so excited today because we have been doing the series about breakups and we have, let me look. We are on stage 5. No, four, because we did stage 3, the bargaining. So now we're doing stage 4, which is the depression part. So I call it pity party, snap out of it. Okay. Well, snap out of it, but still, I'm still fixing my hair. Sorry, my fake hair. Um, so yeah, it's a pity party. And sometimes we got to deal with those feelings, right? Like, you are sad, just deal with it and let it flow so that it doesn't get stuck in you. So I think there's kind of like a cap for me personally where, I am sad and I let it flow and I feel better. But then I'm like, you know what? I need to flip this and snap out of it because if I continue, with this sadness and not deal with it and try to, get it out, of course, let it flow, but also then flip it and not let it kind of like settle in me. I don't want it to settle because once it settles, then that's when it's hard to get out of it, to snap out of it. Um, so let me see. I have my book, by the way, here, Love at First Acts, which is a humorous guide to coping with breakups and making the most out of your relationship with your ex. And if you want to get the book, you guys, you can go to let me see. I have so many things here. The State of Grace shop, and for the month of June, I have a discount where it's Grace Shop is the code, and so if you put Grace Shop, you will get 20% off. I think it's Grace Shop. Let me see, or is it Grace Shop 20? Oh my gosh! Now I am just like, okay, where is it? Yeah, it's just Grace Shop. So you can get the book, okay, on the stateofgraceshop.com and 20% off of everything, all the t-shirts and everything. You should just go and browse because it's just fun. I have all the like the Grace Rule memes and Great Grace Rules, excuse me, and I have Buddha with Booty stuff that I started putting in there. So it's a lot of fun. Just look at it. There's mugs, t-shirts, and desk mats. And I always keep adding, like memes on the t-shirts and the mugs and the everything. It's just I'm having a lot of fun. Can you tell? It's just like designing all this merch is so fun for me. But going back to, for those who tuned in just now, let me see. We have, let's see, how many do we have on? Okay, we have 3 on X. I love my people on X. You guys are like so loyal and you always show up. And I love interacting with you. Feel free to comment because I can see my comments here. And they show up from X, YouTube, and Twitch and Instagram. And they don't show from Instagram. I have to go directly to the Instagram. I have to switch. It's on another screen. But anyway, we were talking about stage 4, which is depression, and I call it the pity party. And I was telling how Sometimes we have that feeling like of sadness and we have to let it flow, but then at some point we got to flip it because we don't want that feeling to settle. If you suffer from depression, please, disclaimer, definitely go to your doctor and get prescriptions and all that. Totally understand that. But the sadness that comes from a breakup is very specific. So um, and depression will hit you like a ton of bricks. I'm kind of like looking at my book, so if my eyes go down, it's because I'm looking at the book because I wrote it like 12 years ago. So I don't remember much what I wrote. I know the concept of it, but um, so so it hits you here. It says, again, I always say be careful when you go through these emotions because emotions is energy in motion. And so when we have those strong emotions, we just do stupid shit. Okay. We all do. And it is totally human and normal. We all do it. There's no exceptions, right? So whenever we have that emotion, just kind of stop yourself. If you want to do something crazy, stop yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, girl, no. Okay. That's not going to happen. So that's what I do. I talk to myself in the mirror because it's almost like your higher self is talking to your human, right? And I think everybody has, it's not an intrusive thought, it's a wise thought. There's like, I don't know if you guys go through this, but there's like intrusive thoughts that are really annoying. Like, oh, I could just like kick that person or whatever, like crazy, stupid stuff that comes to your head. I always shoo them away because I know they're intrusive thoughts. I'm like, go away. Okay. No business being here with me. But sometimes you have these like, ba, 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 that like hit you kind of like I call them MOBs, moment of brightness. And I think those come from your higher self. Some people call it God, whatever you want to call it. I call it my higher self because I feel it's in me. I don't feel it's an external thing that comes to me. If you feel that, totally cool. The intrusive thoughts, though, I feel they're like almost like they're out there in the ether and they just like hit you like, do this, your ex is an idiot. So go and do this to them. Boom, so no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So I don't think orange, nobody can pull it off. I cannot. I know that. Pink, lovely, but orange, not so much. So I would say definitely the sadness can be very overwhelming. You can be, you feel like hopeless and powerless and like, oh my God, I wasted my time with this person and I'm heartbroken and I thought that we were going somewhere with this, but we're not. But just know, okay, so all I can tell you from this, okay, is just know that that feeling is temporary. It's not going to be forever. Okay. And I'm looking directly at the dot because I was trying to look away from it. But please, please, please know that just in general, nothing in this life lasts forever, right? The good and the bad, what we call good and we call bad, because that's the human judgment. So, okay. So know that it's temporary. Okay, I'm talking a lot. I know I'm very excited about this. I'm very passionate about what I do, by the way. And you can buy my book on the stateofgraceshop.com if you are going through a breakup. And this book is a humorous guide to deal with the breakup aftermath. So it's really fun-ish because, how fun can a breakup be? But I'm a comedian, so I always find the humor kind of in life. So it's Love at First X book. And again, you can get it. I have so many banners, man. Here it is, thestateofgraceshop.com. You can get it there and it's going to help. I know that the people that bought it, they're like thanking me and sending me emails like, oh my God, it helped me so much. Thank you. So, I mean, if you resonate with the book or with what I'm saying, go ahead and get the book. For sure it's going to help you. I just want to help other people. I'm offering it with the discount Grace Shop. And also, if you subscribe to my Patreon, which I'm going to try to find, where is it? Okay, it's let me actually create a banner for that. And in the meantime, please guys, go ahead and just comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Okay, so here's my Patreon. Wait, I just messed up because it's not CPM, it's .com. Typo. Okay, so there it is. Okay, now is it showing? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I'm telling you is you get my books for free there. I posted this one already. If you become a member, you can watch like all like my award-winning mockumentary with Stephanie Tejada, which is very funny, the Tias. And then you can watch Golfing with Jose. I have a series called Golfing with Jose. Maurice, the French ladies man, I'm going to start posting. Bill on Love, which is my version of me, but if I was Southern and like completely whack, completely just crazy wacko. I have lots of characters, and I post weekly on Patreon, and you get coupons for the shop, like discounts all the time. I offer that. So if you can't afford to subscribe, I do have a free part of my Patreon where you get clips of the stuff that I don't post on social media. Um, so just go ahead and subscribe as be a member, support me that way. Just follow me on Patreon. You don't have to pay anything. If you like what you see on the clips, then go ahead and subscribe. It's only $5.99 a month, and tons of perks. And I'm going to keep adding perks. I just started it like 2 weeks ago. So you will get, it's almost like a Netflix channel. You'll get stuff all the time. And I'm going to be posting maybe like, I think it's going to be 2 things per week at the end of the week. That's what I'm thinking about posting. And I have so many series, that's it's insane. And another way you can see my series and everything is my OnlyFans. Again, no explicit content. Obviously, I'm a comedian, so we do comedy and relationship coaching on that channel, Queendom Comedy VIP. Okay. But I need some Patreons on Patreon. So go ahead and follow me. Click the link, The State of Grace Fraga, and be there for me, please. That would be amazing. Um, oh my gosh. Okay, here we are, all powerful, joined. And what about when you're 8 months pregnant and your partner up and ghosts you? Is that feeling temporary? Oh my goodness, that is awful. Yeah, no. Let me actually reply here on Facebook. Let me see if I mean on Instagram. They're on Instagram. Um, let me see. Can I all? Hmm. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm so sorry about that. Um, and then I think it will take time, but it's possible to heal. Okay. So, good afternoon, verified. Hi. Good to see you on Instagram. And I still have my beautiful Xers on X and my awesome Instagram people. So, good afternoon. Thank you for being here, verified. And let me actually write all powerful. I'm going to like send them something because sounds like they're like a little bit very upset. And I mean, not with me, but like in general, that's super understandable. Okay. So just again, anything in this life we can heal. And yes, there's scars, but it's like a wound, right? Like when I had my surgery for cancer, they cut me open, and then in the beginning it was like raw, right? But then eventually it heals, right? It takes time to heal, and it's not going to be perfect. My body's not going to be the same, i.e., you're not going to be the same. But we can use our negative experience and traumatic experience to heal and help others. That's, I think, the biggest gift to your fellow humans. Um, I've had a lot of trauma in my life. I had narcissistic abuse. I've been through cancer, and when I was 12, I also went through a physical issue. I'm not gonna expand on that. Um, and yes, absolutely. Oh my God, I cried and cried and why me? Why me? Especially when I was like 12, I was like, why me? Why me? Why everybody's normal and I can't feel normal, because I have this physical issue. And eventually, when I was 16, this is what happened. Something clicked in me, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be upset and crying until the day I die. I really don't want to do that. So when I was 16, I made a concerted effort to just have joy. I'm like, I'm going to have joy in spite of my physical issue. And it was pretty big and it's still there. I haven't healed from it and it's okay. I'm okay. You don't unalive from it, but you have to take care of it on a daily basis. So, um, and that's when it clicked for me when I was a teenager at 16. I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm not going to be this. That's it. I'm done with that part. Okay. I let it all out. I feel bad. I felt sorry for myself. But now I'm just going to live my life with joy. So I think, yes, it definitely takes time to heal, 100%. And you have to be aware and conscious of it and seek help. Okay. Please always seek help. There is betterhelp.com has affordable rates for counseling. I always say it. If it's something very deep and if it's something that I can help you with, whether it's, you're dating or you're in a relationship and you're in a rut, or you are single and don't want to date and you're dating yourself, or you're in a relationship, um, or you broke up, whatever it is, I'm happy to help. But if you suffer from like depression or anything that um, a therapist can help you, a counselor. I am a certified relationship coach, which is different from a counselor. So go to betterhelp.com. They have affordable rates for counseling. Um, I highly suggest that. But again, I was 16 and I definitely decided to life. And so when I went through the cancer issue, I had stage 3 breast cancer. Okay. So that was no joke. That was kind of scary. And I said to myself, you know what? When I was 12, it took me up to like age 16 to just understand that I am going to live my life with joy regardless of the outside circumstances or what I'm going through. Yes, I'm going to feel what I feel, which, during my cancer journey, I felt sadness. I would look in the mirror, I looked like a 93-year-old unhealthy person. It was like I was bald, pale, dark circles. I honestly looked like DEATH. I can't say it on YouTube, I think. And I learned from the experience I had when I was 12, and I was like, I'm not going to wait until, I am like 4 years down the road. I'm just going to go through the journey, this experience that is very traumatic to go through cancer treatment and cancer itself. And I'm just gonna have joy. And you're like, well, how did you do that? You're crazy. That's not right. Okay. I found myself with two choices. I was like, okay, I have two roads to go down. Okay. I can go down the road of I'm miserable because, I feel like crap and it's just I'm in my home. I'm immunocompromised. I cannot go out. I feel like I'm never going to get better. I mean, you feel all those feelings and they're overwhelming. Plus the chemicals that pump into you. I think they also alter your chemistry, mental chemistry. And but I was like, you know what? I can be miserable or I can have joy. And I was like, I'm going to have joy. And I'm not going to complain to people. I had a cancer buddy. His name was Marty Ross. And I get emotional when I think about him because he was like my buddy during this journey. And he was like 80. So he was very much a father figure. And I absolutely adored him. And we talked every day and we texted like good morning with hearts and everything. And I would say, okay, Marty, I need to complain for like a minute. Can I rant? And he would like, go ahead. And so I would rant for a minute and then I'd be like, okay, I give myself a minute and that was it. And then it was all fun with Marty, which we joked about serious stuff because he's also a comedian. So we would just like, it was crazy. And he passed away in October 2022. And I miss him terribly. I really, really do. And, but he also taught me to be joyful and yes, to complain every now and then. He would complain to me, and I was like, I hear you. Um, I'm with you 100%. But then we would just talk stupid stuff, like, and joke about like the D word, DEATH. I don't think I can say it on YouTube. That's why I'm spelling it for you. And then we would just like have fun. And he gave me a perspective of like, he knew he was not going to make it, but he just went through it with joy and always trying to help other people through, even though he felt like shit. Believe me, feel like shit. Um, and so he was also a great uh, partner um, going through this journey. But anyway, so that's my experience. And the reason I'm telling you all of this is because it's all about our perspective and how we react to what happens to us. So, because I had that issue at 12 and then later in life, my cancer thing, and I was also had narcissistic abuse before my issue at 12 and before my cancer journey. So it's interesting to see it's narcissistic abuse and then disease, right? Which that's a whole different um, talk that we can talk about if you guys want to do that. But yeah, it's just with the cancer thing, it happened faster because I had that experience when I was 12, and then at 16, I was like, "F it, I'm not gonna be miserable for the rest of my life." So, um, so that's my 2 cents on the depression part of, or the sadness part of the grieving stages after a breakup, which is number 4. Okay. And then, okay, so going back to the book, remember my book, Love at First Text, A Humorous Guide to Dealing with the Breakup Aftermath. And you can get it, you guys, at thestateofgraceshop.com. And if let me see it's the banner saying love at first text, but I want to give you, so let me edit and scroll it across the bottom. You can get 20% off with the code great grace shop on the State of Grace shop. You can buy anything with that code, including the book. So what to do during the stage 4 of like sadness, during the breakup aftermath. So what I have here is, I'm like I said, I told you before, guys, I don't remember what the hell I wrote, but because I wrote it like, oh my god, 12 years ago. But I know the concept of it and I know the spirit of it. So this is what I wrote: what to do: share your feelings with positive friends, let it all hang out. Definitely, I highly recommend that. If your sad feelings or depression overwhelm you, seek professional help. And again, you can seek it at betterhelp.com. I'm sure there's other, and I remember at one time I had like free counseling in Louisiana when I lived in New Orleans. I don't remember how I got it because it's a long time ago, but there's always people that can help. And if you're going through your cancer healing journey, DM me and I will give you tons of resources where you get like 10 free sessions of counseling with amazing counselors. Okay. So please always seek professional help when you feel you can't handle it, and your friends are not enough to talk about, they don't know how to help you, then yes. Another thing I recommend to do is cry, cry, cry. Just cry your eyes out, just buy boxes of Kleenex. I have actually one here next to me because I'm a crier. I'm a crybaby, but in a good way. Sometimes I get like tears of joy, and sometimes, I'm healing. When you cry, by the way, there's some kind of chemical thing going on that you heal when you're crying. Another thing I recommend is rest and eat healthy. And I know that's hard because you want to just eat Ben and Jerry's all day long. That's what I want to do. But and you don't sleep because you're upset, right? But make it a point to do that. Believe me, you can do it. I did that through my cancer healing journey through chemo. Okay. If we can do it through chemo, us humans, okay, that's another thing. We humans are magical, powerful beings. I did not know this or feel this until my cancer healing journey. Everybody's like, you're so strong. I didn't know I was strong. I just did it, right? Because we are magical and powerful, and we can change our reality with our personality. Personality is your personal reality. So this is just my 2 cents, okay? So I feel like, yes, let it go and cry, but then you can actually change your personal reality subjectively, not wait for the outside to change for you to be happy. You can be happy through the worst circumstances because happiness, joy, happiness is temporary, joy is like permanent. If you're in a state of joy, then things are not going to hit you as hard. Of course, they're going to hit you. But, you know, I'm not saying that the cancer journey was easy or chemo was easy. Oh my God, it was far from easy. But I think that it definitely helps your personal reality being that of joy and peace. And I sound like a Christmas special, don't I? Love, joy, and peace. Da, 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 da. Okay, so what not to do? Okay, avoid overeating, drinking, and mixing alcohol and pills. Okay, no bueno. Eso no es bueno, right? No, no. Okay, what not to do? Also, feed your negative emotions. One thing is to let them flow, and another thing is to feed them, right? So if you can't stop them and you feel powerless with your emotions, which sometimes can be extremely powerful, go ahead again, betterhelp.com or another place. And if you can afford it, great, amazing. That's great. But nowadays, we are all struggling to buy groceries, right? Because what's up with the groceries? All right, I know this is not related, but like groceries are so expensive. I have to like, I feel like I have to even up my wig. But groceries, oh my gosh, like I go and I spend like $200 for one person for a week. What? It's insane. And I'm vegan, so I don't buy expensive food. It's whatever. Okay. Thank you for letting me rant about the price of food. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for being here, for staying. And we do this relationship coaching live Tuesdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern. And again, um, let me see where it is. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where I stream this also. And if you send me a screenshot, I will send you a gift, a digital gift. I have the link and I think I can probably put it. I'm going to actually post the link where you just click and YouTube is like just pop. There's a pop up and it says you subscribe and then you subscribe. I figured out how to do that. I'm so excited. I'm such a nerd. I figure out stuff. I'm like, yay. All right, you guys. I live in a busy street, so I apologize for all the crazy noises. But anyway, all my links for everything are on Linktree/Grace Fraga. Super easy. That's my name. Boom. You got it. All right. I will see you guys next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will talk some more about stage 5 of the grieving stages of the breakup aftermath. I hope you were blessed by my information, that it resonated with you, that it helped you in some kind of way, because I'm here to help. And if you want relationship coaching from me, I offer 30 minutes of free relationship coaching or a gift, either one. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's super easy. It's the State of Grace Fraga. That's it. Um, Again, you can see all the links on my link tree. You can subscribe to anything and follow me. I would love to have you guys. I know that you're so loyal. You're always here. You always show up. I love you so much because you allow me to help, and by helping you, I help myself. That's the way it works. When we help others, we are helping ourselves too. And my bags are really like going way up, okay, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna have to end the live. That's better because like I have a big head, so the wig keeps going up and up. It just wants to pop out of my head, but I'm not gonna let it. Okay. So anyway, I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. I hope it's full of joy, peace, and love. And I'm trying not to sound like a Christmas card, but I know I do. But that's okay. It's all good. I love you. Mwah. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you